Stroganoff's, it's kind of, I don't know what it is. I think it's a beeswax of some sort. It's probably pure beeswax with, I don't know if they have an additive in it. It's a secret recipe, but it's great stuff. But it's in a hard form. You know, it's like butter. It's exactly what it's like. So it's in a hard form until you put it on your fingers and your hands, and just the touch, just the warmth of your hand, it immediately starts to melt. So that melting action is what really works it into the pores of the skin. That's why you want to use your hands. You don't want to use an applicator or a brush of any type. So you can see there that it's just melting, and it just liquefies. And I like to pay a lot of special attention to these corners. And I just, right there where the boot comes down into the sole, I just pack it in there, because that's primarily where the boot's going to leak. These boots become reasonably nothing's waterproof. That's not rubber, but as far as leather goes, you're just not going to do better than this coating if you keep it applied and maintain the boots. As far as just walking, stepping through puddles or rain, not just standing and submerged for hours, they're going to keep your feet dry. I don't even know what it's like to have wet feet. Even logging out in the rain, if I take care of these boots and I apply this stuff, that I'll have dry feet. And there's nothing worse than having wet feet at work.
You know what's worse than having wet feet?
What's that, Jack?
Getting stuck in my mind.
If you do have leather stack soles, be sure and work that in there too. And as I said, pay a lot of attention to this arch in here. Really pack that stuff in there. If it's all goopy and it doesn't all soak in, don't worry about it. It'll wear off soon enough. Alright, so once you work your way around the boot, and then let's go in and hit the gusset. So pack it in there nice and thick. Open these up. It gets dry in there. It'll hold water in there and really dry out the leather. So pack that in there. And then you can work it up the gusset. We'll keep it nice and soft. You want to moisturize this part of the boot too, because you want this to be soft and pliable, because this is where it comes in contact with your skin, where you want the most flexibility. You can see this boot's really thirsty. It's already starting to soak it in. Alright. And then on the stacked heels, don't forget inside here, right there, all that leather needs to be needs the nutrients. Alright, so that's about it. We're going to do definitely 2 coats. 2 coats is always better than 1. I think the manufacturer recommends it. I always do 2 coats. So once I coat it on here, I've got a lot of extra on my hands. That excess I'll work up the sides and the back. Pull loop, and that's plenty for the upper. It just doesn't need that much. So wipe off the excess the best you can, and let the boot sit, and then go to the next one. By the time you get done with the second boot, the first one will be ready to receive its second coat. Alright, just finished working in the second coat, and you can see that they're pretty much saturated. That's all that they're going to take. And what I'm talking about is, you'll see if your boots are really dry, when you put that first coat on, you let them sit for a little bit, you'll see that it will actually just suck up this entire amount. And that first layer I put it on nice and thick, and I had all over the place dry spots. So that, as long as that oil, or that skin, or the oil, or the leather is still drinking in the nutrients, keep putting it on, and keep rubbing it with your hands, and the warmth of your hands will really help work it into the pores of the leather until it no longer will accept anymore.